Welcome to Vinyasa flow. Today we're going to start in child's pose, so I want you to come to your knees, bring your big toes to touch. Spread your knees wide on your mat. And let's begin to take a few moments out just to arrive. As we do before the beginning of any class, any meditation, begin to leave the day behind, the last moment behind. Don't anticipate what will come next, not even in the next moment. Empty out your lungs. Inhale, reach your fingertips forward. And as you exhale, push your hips back and down. Inhale, spread your knees wide. And as you exhale, let your heart hang heavy. On your next inhale, seal your lips up and begin to cultivate that glorious Ujjayi breath, that loud oceanic internal breath, by restricting the air at the back of your throat, allowing your inhales and your exhales to be the same length. Breathing in deep through your nose and exhaling through your nose. Let us begin to set our intent for today's practice. Fear and love cannot occupy the same space. Fear and love cannot occupy the same space. So throughout our practice today, let's radiate from our true nature of peace, our true nature of love. Stay connected to your intent of love, stay connected to your breath. If you would like to return to child's pose at any time, do so. If you lose your breath or you lose your intent, stop for a second and return. On your next inhale, come up to tabletop position. Come to your hands and knees and begin to shift your hips from side to side. Feeling that stretch in the lower lumbar spine, in the hips. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine and begin to take a few cat-cows here. Inhale, gaze up for cow, press your belly button down, soften your gaze upwards. And then exhale for cat, hollow out your belly, gaze in between your knees. Continue that movement, breath for movement. Inhale, gaze up. Exhale, gaze down. Feel free to take any other movements you need. Let your movements be organic. We're checking in with the body, see what feels good, maybe not so good. Honor your body today. Take modifications when you need to. Express further when you desire. Love and fear cannot occupy the same space. On your next inhale, come to a neutral spine. Curl your back toes. And as you exhale, shift your hips up and back for your very first down dog. Spread your fingertips wide. Bring the creases of your wrists to be parallel to the top of your mat. Let your head dangle. Draw your belly button in and shift your hips up and back. Create some lightness in your hands and your feet. Bend your left knee, your right knee. Pedal your feet out just a bit. Begin to loosen up your ankles. Let your heels yearn for your mat. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, and as you exhale, slowly begin to walk to the top of the mat. Bring your feet hip distance apart. Reach for opposite elbow or opposite bicep, rag down. Bend your knees deep. Let your head hang heavy. Sway side to side. Shake your head out, yes, no. This is meant to be a spine release, not a hamstring stretch, so feel free to bend your knees as deep as you like. On your next exhale, release your fingertips to your mat. Place your right hand at the center of your feet. Inhale, draw your left hand high. Spiral your heart open. Take a soft bend in your right knee, slowly straighten your left. Soften your gaze upwards as you reach up. Exhale, release your left hand in between your feet. Inhale, draw your right hand high. Soften your gaze upwards. Take a soft bend in your left knee, slowly straighten your right. Exhale, full fold. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, slowly roll up to standing, one vertebra at a time with your head being the last to rise. Bring your hands to heart center, close your eyes. Let's seal in our intent with 3 breaths. Fear and love cannot occupy the same space. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity and hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips high for Tadasana, mountain pose. Slowly blink open your eyes. Root both of your feet, all 4 corners into your mat. Engage your quadriceps, feel your kneecaps, lift up your body. Draw your belly button in. Tuck your tailbone in. Let your shoulder blades drift down your back. Inhale, lengthen up through the crown of your head. Exhale for Konasana to the right. Drop your right hand down, reach your left hand up and over. Push down to the nice edge of your left foot. Feel that side stretch from your left hip all the way up to your tricep. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, Konasana to the left. Let your left hand drip down. Reach your right hand up and over. Feel your ribcage expand open on the right. Gaze under your right armpit. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, swan dive down, full fold. Hinge at the waist. Let the crown of your head hang heavy. Slowly straighten your legs. Feel that stretching your hamstrings. Inhale, halfway lift, extend the crown forward. Press your hips back for a flat back. Feel free to place your fingertips on your mat, or you can take your hands and place them on your shins. Exhale, plant your hands, step back to high plank. Heather's going to demonstrate modified chaturanga. Drop down to your knees. Exhale your arms to 90 degrees. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Nikki is going to demonstrate the full version. Chaturanga Dandasana, high low push up. Bend your knees to your elbows to 90 degrees to hover. Inhale, up dog. Come on to the tops of your feet. Exhale, curl your back toes. Push your hips up and back. Down dog. That will be our Sun A. We'll flow after a couple breaths. Stay connected to your breath. Stay connected to your intent. Feel free to stop at any time. Honor your body. Take a deep inhale. Bend your knees. Gaze forward. Step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, Konasana to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Konasana to the left. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, swan dive down, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or jump back. Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward. Step, exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, Konasana to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Konasana to the left. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, Chaturanga, high to low push-up. Inhale, hold in your up dog, feel that stretch in your abs. Exhale, down dog. We'll take a few breaths here, then we'll move forward with the sun beat. We'll be adding on to our sun A. One time slow, and then we'll flow breath for movement. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step, exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, Konasana to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Konasana to the left. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Shift your weight back into your heels. Release all 10 toes from your mat. Gaze down to be sure that you can see your toes beyond your knees. If you cannot, shift your knees and your hips back. Exhale, airplane arms. Reach your fingertips back. Let your shoulders drift away from your ears. Squeeze your palms towards one another. Feel free to take a bind at your low back if you desire. Stretch your shoulders out, your pecs. Binds release. Inhale, Tadasana to mini back bend. Cactus your arms down to the side. Thrust your hips forward, squeeze your glutes. Let your heart flow upwards. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back, Chaturanga, high and low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Press your right heel up and back. Squeeze your right glute as you gaze down towards your left toes. Exhale, knee to nose. Hollow out your belly. Touch the tip of your nose. Find some cat in your spine. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, softly step through low lunge. Plant your right foot as you extend the crown of your head forward. Draw your belly button in. Your left hand is your base. Inhale, open hand, twist to the right. Reach your right hand high. As you reach up with your right hand, take some of the weight out of the left palm. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Reach your fingertips high. Bring your right quad as close to parallel as you can get it. As you reach your fingertips high, let your shoulder blades drift. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Exhale, airplane arms. Extend the crown of your head forward. Reach your fingertips back. Press your chest downwards. Rotate your shoulders up. Create a straight line from the base of your cervical spine all the way down to your tailbone. Inhale, warrior two. Bring the knife's ends of your right foot to be parallel to the back of your mat. Root your front right foot all four corners into the mat. Drive your right knee outwards towards your right pinky toe. Let your hands drift apart. Hug your biceps and triceps to the bone. Exhale, extended side angle. Tick-tock 6 to 12. Reach up with your left hand. Take some of the weight out of the right side of your body. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Left hand drifts down the left thigh calf. Soften your gaze upwards. Feel your rib cage expand open on the right. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga dandasana, high and low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, Konasana to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Konasana to the left. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, Tadasana to mini back bend. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga dandasana, high low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, open hand twist to the right. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga dandasana, high and low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, spiral open to the left. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, crescent lunge, rise. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel down, chaturanga dandasana, high and low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, Konasana to the right. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, Konasana to the left. Inhale, Tadasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, airplane arms. Inhale, Tadasana to mini back bend. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step or jump back. Chaturanga dandasana, high low push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze beyond your mat, step or float all the way through. Take a seat, towel off, grab a sip of water. Good job, guys. We're almost at the halfway mark. We have today's intent. Fear and love cannot occupy the same space. So what does that mean? You can't feel two different ways at once. So the way the mind works, it works on focus. So if you want to feel good, you have to think good. Because thoughts are the language of the mind and feelings are the language of the body. So you have to learn to redirect your thoughts when you feel like you're in turmoil. It is your universal right to push your thoughts in the direction you wish to go. And it doesn't have to be a big leap. You can just start with something small, with a bit of gratitude, a bit of empathy for self. Okay, let's do a little bit of core, and then we'll move forward. Roll flat on your back. Bring the bottoms of your feet to touch. Let your knees fall off to the side. Interlace your fingers, place them back behind your head or neck. Supta Baddha Konasana. We're going to pull our shoulder blades off of the mat and compress your abs in between the sternum and the waistline. Ready, begin, up, loud audible exhale. So 11:22, magic numbers. Doesn't matter how high you go, just compress those abs as much as you can between the sternum and the waistline. Four, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Draw your knees into your chest. Press your tailbone down into your mat as you squeeze your knees. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity, briefly hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. On your next exhale, release your knees to stack just above your hips. Interlace your fingers, place them back behind your head or neck. Abdominal twists or yogi bicycles. Feel free to straighten your legs for more of a challenge. Right elbow goes up to the left knee, right leg goes out long, and switch. Begin. See if you can do your abdominal twist without pulling your knees past the waistline. Push your elbow up to meet the knee, rather than pulling the knee back to meet the elbow. Four, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Stretch your legs out long, reach your fingertips back. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity, briefly hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Draw your knees into your chest. Place your hands on the backs of your knees. Begin to gently rock and roll along your spine and come all the way up to your tailbone. For boat pose, your first option is to stay right here, heels connected to the mat. Second option is to lift your heels. Third option, hands out to the side. Fourth and final option, you can straighten your legs and begin. We'll be here for 5 breaths, or approximately 30 seconds. Four, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Find your way back to child's pose. Feel free to take a little up dog and stretch out your abs. Connect back to your intent if you've lost it. Connect back to your breath. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity, briefly hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Seal your lips up, connect back to your breath, connect back to your intent. Fear and love cannot occupy the same space. Inhale, activate the palms of your hands, curl your back toes, exhale, down dog. Notice any difference in your down dog. Does it feel easier? Does it feel harder? No judgment, just observation. Take a deep inhale, bend your knees, gaze forward, step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge at the waist. Exhale, take your left elbow, hook it to your right knee for prayer twist. If you feel your left knee creeping ahead of your right, shift your left hip back, even out your knees. Lift your torso up away from your lap. See if you can bring your hands to heart center. Exhale, full fold. Slide the palms of your hands underneath your feet. For gorilla pose, bend your knees deep. This is meant to be a stretch for your wrists, not a hamstring stretch. So just massage out the palms of those feet, the palms of your hands, excuse me. On your next inhale, release your hands from underneath your feet. Heel toe your feet to touch. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, hinge at the waist. Exhale, take your right elbow, hook it to your left knee. Prayer twist. On every inhale, lengthen through the crown. On every exhale, twist deeper into this pose. Soften your gaze upwards towards your left elbow. If your right knee begins to creep ahead of your left, shift your right hip back. Exhale, plant your hands for crow. We're going to take about 45 seconds to a minute out for crow. You're going to spread your fingertips wide. Walk your knees up into your armpits. Gaze up about 3 to 6 inches above the top part of your mat. And draw your belly button in, pulling one foot off the mat and then maybe the other. Yoga is a practice, so if you don't get it at first, no worries. Just keep trying. Nice. If you want to go more advanced, you can try to jump back into your chaturanga. Okay, let's find our way to down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, softly step through low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Bring your left foot and your left toe to be, your left big toe to face towards the upper left hand corner of your mat. Square your hips towards the front of your mat. Feel free to shorten your stance or drop your hands down to manually adjust your hips. On your next exhale, release your hands to your low back. Interlace your fingers. Soften your gaze upwards. Let your heart float up. Then exhale for a humble warrior. Drop your right shoulder to the inside of your right knee. And lift your hands upwards towards the upper left-hand corner of the room. Inhale, warrior two. Release your bind. We've been here before. Exhale, extended side angle. We've been here as well. On your next inhale, slowly begin to straighten your right leg. Trikonasana triangle. Shift your right hip forward. Draw your left hip back. Be sure to make your shoulders in alignment with your hips, almost as if you were squeezing yourself in between two thin panes of glass. Inhale, reverse your warrior, go deep into your right knee. And then exhale, cartwheel down for runner's lunge. Plant your hands on the inside of your right leg. Stamp onto the balls of your left toes for more leg strength. Let your right knee fall off towards the side wall. Feel free to drop down to your left knee for more of a stretch. Send some breath into your hips. The pelvic bone is the heaviest bone in the body, so just breathe into it. Inhale, plant your hands. As you exhale, curl your back toes. Your left hand is your base. Inhale, side plank. Feel free to drop down to your left knee as modification. Take any expression of side plank you would like. Exhale for Chaturanga Vinyasa, high low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Square your hips to the front of your mat. Your right toe, your right big toe points towards the upper right hand corner of your mat. Exhale, release your hands to your low back and release your fingers. Let your heart float up. Exhale, humble warrior. Drop your left shoulder to the inside of your left knee. Feel that stretch in your shoulders. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, slowly straighten your left leg for Trikonasana triangle. Shift your left hip forward, your right hip back. Soften your gaze upwards. Inhale, reverse your warrior, go deep into your left knee. Take your left hand and reach back to the rear of the room, go deep into your left knee. And then exhale, cartwheel down for runner's lunge. Plant your hands on the inside of your left leg. Let your left knee fall off towards the side. Feel free to stay up onto the balls of your right toes if you did so on the opposite side. Or drop down to your knee. Inhale, plant your hands. As you exhale, curl your back toes. This time your right hand is your base. Inhale, side plank. Be sure to modify if you need to, dropping down to that right knee. Exhale for Chaturanga Vinyasa, high low push-up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Let us float. Take a deep inhale, bring your knees, gaze forward, step exhale to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, prayer twist to the right. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, prayer twist to the left. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale, full fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, step back. Chaturanga, a little push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, slowly straighten your right leg for Trikonasana. Exhale, breathe deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale for runner's lunge. Inhale, side plank, go for it, step and reach. Exhale, Chaturanga, a little push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, humble warrior. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, slowly straighten your left leg. Trikonasana. Exhale, breathe deep. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale for runner's lunge. Inhale, side plank. Reach your left hand high. Exhale, Chaturanga, a little push up. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Inhale, right heel high. Exhale for pigeon. Draw your right knee towards your right wrist. Bring your shin as close and parallel to the top of your mat as you can. Feel free to grab your right shin or ankle and manually adjust. And then gaze over your right shoulder back at your left hip. Notice as you twist your hips square. And then exhale, fold forward. Feel free to come down to your forearms. If you have the range of motion, you can come all the way down to your forehead if you like. Make sure you're not leaning to the side. Inhale, plant your hands. Curl your back toes. Down dog. Take a counter stretch, draw your right heel high, let it fall to the left side of your body. Turn your right foot to your mat. Inhale, left heel high. Exhale for pigeon. Draw your left knee towards your left wrist. Take some time out, square your shin to the top of your mat. Feel free to manually adjust. This time you're gazing over your left shoulder. Really twist so that you can square the hips. And then exhale, fold forward. Observe any differences from right to left. One side may be easier. It's completely normal. back toes. Down dog. This time, draw your left heel high, let it fall to the right side of your body. Return your left foot to your mat. Inhale yourself to high plank. And then exhale, release yourself all the way to your belly. Zip your legs up. Inhale for cobra. Little to no weight in your hands. Squeeze your low back. Let your glutes be loose. Exhale, belly down, Savasana. Release your left ear to your mat. Release your hands to your side. Begin to take benefit of today's practice. Inhale, plant your hands. Exhale, bring your forward face down. On your next inhale, reach both of your hands forward, palms facing one another. Inhale for Superman. Lift your arms, lift your chest, lift your legs, your thighs. On your next inhale, lift a little bit higher, squeeze. Exhale, belly down, Savasana. Release your right ear to your mat. Inhale, plant your hands. Exhale, bring your forward face down. On your next inhale, push yourself up to tabletop position. Come to your hands and knees. Take a few cat-cows here. Any movements that feel good. Check back in. Come to a neutral spine. Your right hand is your base. Inhale, draw your left hand high. And then exhale, thread the needle. Draw your left arm underneath your right. Come down to your left shoulder. Feel free to fold your right hand behind your back for a half bind. Stretch the outer portion of your shoulder. Plant your right hand. Exhale, release your right hand to your mat. On your next inhale, come to standing on your knees. Place your hands on the smalls of your back. Inhale, gaze upwards for camel pose. If you can go back far enough where you can see where the back wall meets the floor, feel free to release your hands to your ankles, to your heels. Camel pose. Inhale, come to neutral. And then as you exhale, sit your hips back into your heels. Inhale, shift your feet off to the left and right out long in front of you. Scoot all the way up to the top edge of your mat so that your heels at the edge. Inhale, reach your fingertips high for seated Tadasana. Exhale for seated fold. Find some Vinyasa in your seated fold. On every inhale, lengthen through the ground. On every exhale, fold deeper into this pose. On your next exhale, roll flat on your back, one vertebra at a time, with your head being the last to connect. Bend your knees, plant your feet. Inhale for bridge. Shift your hips high. Shimmy your shoulders together. Interlace your fingers beneath your glutes, your hamstrings. Stay here or feel free to release your right foot up into the air. Press down into your left. Really squeeze your left glute as you press up. Exhale, release. Inhale, lift your left leg, press down into your right foot, squeeze your right glute as you lift up. Exhale, release your left foot. And slowly release one vertebra at a time with your hips being the last to connect. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. And as you exhale, release your right leg out long. Inhale, squeeze your left knee. And then exhale, let your left knee fall to the right side of your body. Gaze in the opposite direction. Supine twist. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. This time, release your left leg out long. Squeeze your right knee down into your armpit. And then exhale, let your right knee fall to the left side of your body. Gaze in the opposite direction. Inhale, draw your knees into your chest. And as you exhale, reach for the bottoms of your feet. Happy baby. Gently rock side to side. Draw your knees down into your armpits. Maybe straighten your left leg, your right leg. Whatever feels good. On your next inhale, draw your knees into your chest. Squeeze Squeeze yourself into a tiny, tiny ball. And then release for your final pose, Savasana. We'll take a 4-minute meditation here in Savasana. Spread your arms away from your body. Spread your legs wide. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Inhale, breathe deep. Open mouth, exhale. Take one more inhale, fill up to capacity, briefly hold at the top. Open mouth, exhale. Turn your intent on your breath. Pick your breath up at the belly, the chest, or the nasal cavity. If you become distracted by any outside sounds, sensations in the body, simply acknowledge it, then ease back into the breath or ease back into the mantra. We'll begin our meditation with the sound of 3 chimes and end with the sound of 3 chimes, listening to the mantra, Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om, Om Shanti Om. Peace to all humankind. Peace to all humankind. Peace to all humankind.
Om Shanti Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Begin to make small movements with your fingertips. And maybe some small movements with your toes. Smaller movements becoming larger and larger. Circular movements with your wrists, your ankles. On your next inhale, reach your fingertips back. And as you exhale, roll onto the right side of your body in the fetal position. Use your right arm as a pillow. We begin today's intent. Fear and love cannot occupy the same space. And reminder that we had the power to create our own feelings. Now we find ourselves here in the fetal position in recognition of a new birth, in recognition of what every moment brings. Every moment brings this opportunity to guide yourself back into a positive place, into a direction you choose. Place your left hand into the earth. Push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes. Bring your hands to heart center. Let us take one community breath. Empty out your lungs. Take a deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. I thank you for sharing your mat with me today, allowing time to create space in mind and body. As we lift our hands to our third eye center, the seat of the Supreme Self, the light in me honors the light in you. We bow our heads. Namaste.